The Comprehensive Peace Agreement was signed on January the 9th, 2005 by Sudan's Congress Party-led central government and the southern-based Sudan People's Liberation Movement, ending more than 2 decades of war. The conflict killed and displaced millions of people. On the 4th anniversary of its signing, the CPA is at a critical juncture.
The CPA ceasefire still holds. The CPA has set up an autonomous government in southern Sudan, financed by oil revenues that are shared with the north. And the people of southern Sudan and one other area can choose in 2011 to make the autonomous government there into an independent state. The CPA also has a set of ambitious proposals for democracy, for sharing power and wealth across Sudan. And if these proposals could be made into a reality, Sudan, with its wealth and diversity and great human spirit, could help to transform its troubled region of the Horn of Africa.
The new document from the UK think tank Chatham House says the CPA's proposals for a fairer division of wealth and power would stop the fragmentation of Sudan.
The report, instead of calling for any sort of changes to the CPA, points out that the CPA has a set of agreed principles for sharing wealth and power, and it has articulated those principles in institutions and processes which could still help to transform the troubled relationship between the centre and the periphery. These processes and institutions include elections that will allow the country a vote on the CPA and the parties who concluded the CPA. They include political freedoms, new mechanisms for transferring resources to the periphery, and a fresh approach to a central problem of rural economics, access to land.
The new report calls on international supporters of the CPA to act urgently to prevent its breakdown.
There's a tendency sometimes to write off the unimplemented parts of the agreement. Land reform is a massive project that will last for decades. It lasted for 2 centuries in this country, I think, but perhaps someone can. And there's a tendency to write that off as a too ambitious a project for this peace agreement. Free and fair elections. Some people talk now of credible, credible and peaceful. Credible, peaceful elections rather than free and fair ones. National reconciliation after all of this trouble and sadness that everybody has in their hearts. People say that this is over-ambitious, and it is over-ambitious, but as I say, peace in Sudan is an incredibly ambitious political project.
Dr. Thomas says stalling or reversal of implementation of the CPA would have tragic outcomes, as it remains the most thoughtful, considered and far-reaching document in Sudanese history.